Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade. This is not financial advice, educational purposes only. So, a little bit different setup today because again, I'm traveling. I'm headed back to LA tonight though. So, but anyways, I haven't played anything today. I didn't see much going on for a 7 o'clock play. CYN is moving now. I'm noticing CYN. Get a little pop here. This ELAB play was a beauty, and you can see it wicked over 17 from this morning. And if you look, that's where the 200 was on it. So a pretty cool play for 4 o'clock, rejection at the 200, but didn't play it. Not really seeing much. Trying to climb out of the pile of cash you made short on Friday. I wish that was the reason. I wish that was the reason. But no, it was a good day. It's been a decent week. Been a little distracted, obviously, since I've been on the trip, but be headed back tomorrow. What's going on with AKA? AKA brands? Huh. But yeah, I still don't see anything I really love. CYN is bouncing back up, it looks like. Let's see if there's any. I mean, maybe if it tests this level right here, and it looks like it just did again. There we go. This one sounds more interesting. JDZG, that sounds Chinese, but let's see. JDZG. Maybe it's not. So 231 is where we're at. Grabbing some locates just in case I decide to get in it. So quick glance at JDZG. China low. So I'm gonna be cautious with this one. What's the float on this one? Of course, only 1 million. So I'm gonna let this one run before I consider playing it. I do want to play it, but I want it to make its move first. And again, sorry, my setup's not ideal. You're going to see all the back end stuff. I'll look at these. Let's see, no new news. If we get up to the 200, I might just wait for it. And if I miss it, I miss it. Got a little entry here at 293 just to test the $3 level. If it breaks over 3, I'll probably just, oh, here we go. Let's go. It probably will make it to the 200. I hope it does because there's a good chance it'll reject there. Here we go. Let's see if it rejects. Yeah, I'm not seeing any news. If y'all see something, let me know, but I'm not seeing any news. It's a dangerous one, though. Just want to be clear. Low float, no news. Chinese pump, sketchy. But I'm in it. I've only added um, twice because I'm playing it small. Until it gets to 380, then I'll add a little more size. So I'm in the money now, but I'm not confident this move is over just yet. Kind of hoping it gets a little bit higher so I can add some size around 380. Still in full position. Only 500 shares though, because I have 1,000 waiting up here. Come on. That's strange. I don't know what it is. When I make money on a ticker I didn't find myself, it doesn't feel like I made anything. Made a few hundred on JDZG and upset why it didn't show up on my scanner. Bro, you care too much, man. But I love it when y'all give me tickers I didn't find. So I'm gonna take a little profit on this move down. Again disappointed because um, I wanted to add size to this one, but all good. Made, yeah, made a couple hundred on it, so I'm out of it now. Got out in the 270s, but a little disappointed. But be careful what you wish for with a Chinese low float. So should just be happy I made money on this sketchy ticker. Okay, that's right. I forgot about CYN. Oh, nice. Okay, making some more moves up. Levels, people. Where are we going with this one? Trash company. 7 million float and broke. That doesn't seem that really that exciting. Deploys drive the largest independent Pepsi bottler in the US. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting a position on it. Probably at around 7. Just kind of scale into it. Oh, JDZG's back up? Okay. Well, I have some orders waiting for it. Glad I took profit though. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab some locates on CYN. Kind of want to see it get a little higher though. Might have missed the move, and that's okay. Wow, flush completely. Here it goes. Be careful what you wish for with a Chinese low float. So I'm gonna get a chance. Watch it not respect that level at all. And I was complaining I wanted to get in it. They got a little tiny starter here in the 320s. I'm expecting to be red on it. That's why it's small size, so I'm gonna have me an order for CYN set. Here we go. I think we can break. There we go. Breaking new highs. I'm in it. But again, be very clear. This is not a beginner stock. Low float Chinese. Taking some profits a little bit in the 340s because I was adding pretty heavy in this area. So back to only about 500 shares. I just will hold these if it flushes, but let's see what happens with it. Let's see what CYN doing. About the same. Appreciate it. Yeah, y'all know I appreciate the likes. Thanks for calling it out. I'm expecting to be red on it. Amazing. I don't know if you're trolling or what, but yeah. Yeah, no, totally. I just don't, there's nothing else really moving. Again, if y'all don't want to play this one, it's not a gun to your head. The only thing I really have right now is CYN and JDZG that looks interesting. So I think that's smart. You're not interested in these. but I'm just sharing what I'm trading right now. That's why I've been kind of taking profit quick with it, because anything can happen. Here we go. Let's see if it respects this level. Yeah, and I say that just trying to be honest, like, because we don't see very many A plus setups on these lives, and when I do, here we go, flushing again. I got my full position on it, so in 1,500 shares, really would like to see a little bit of a bigger flush. I'm trying not to take profits here in the 350s, because I want to see a little bit bigger flush, but I might trim 500 here at 348. Just to get my size back down to 1,000 shares. So I think I'm about to actually. If we break 350 again, I might. So I'm going to pay a little off the top here at 351. Okay, I'm back in just 1,000 shares. But yeah, no, we don't see a lot of A plus setups. And I just want to be clear, like this is not one of those. This is just a solid setup because I know how to play these, but um, I'm up pretty big on it now. Let's go. Let's go. Up about 400 bucks on it, so I'm gonna trim some here. And then I'm gonna right here at $3. I might just get out. So I'm out, full position. And again, I don't like blame y'all for being careful. But just this ticker alone, playing it the most I've been in it was 1,500 shares. I'm up 642 bucks on the day, so worked out. So let's see if I'm getting trolled for playing this one for making 600 bucks easy. No, I'm not. Such a legendary line. Appreciate it. Uh, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot about CYN. Let's see what it's doing. It's still kind of dancing around this level. And thanks for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You have to expect a drawdown sometimes. Yes. When a move like JDZG happens on no news, I just want to know what's behind it. Yeah, no, probably sketchiness, to be honest. It's either a Discord pump group or some overseas Chinese manipulation, I think, but who knows? It wasn't Moon this time. Yeah. Thanks for the heads up, NASCAR. JDZG has expensive locates. I got mine for $4 for 1,000 shares, but again, I got them early. What are they now? Maybe I should sell them back. Made 200 on 500 shares. JT, let's go. Good job. Dang, J Money. They know you'd make too much money. Well, sorry guys, between the expensive locates and not being able to get in it. But it's a pretty good play for me. So we're making that move back up on CYN. I'm still not in it yet. And I'm really not loving the I'll get my first entries around 756, but this is not a what I call a slow grinder by any means because it's going up pretty quick, but y'all know I like to see like one or two big candles make the move, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's been like kind of going up for 25 minutes roughly. But I'm gonna get me a little position set up for it around 745, 7. Might go ahead and just get a starter here at 720 and scale into it. So I got a position at 725. Gonna add another little position here at 735, and then the size will be around 745, and then I'm gonna try to go and interpret the news, make sure I'm not missing anything. So the CYN. This is the reason I like Stock Titan, and I don't even have an affiliate link for it, but it'll give you like the little AI breakdown. This one doesn't say anything about negative, but so they announced a commercial deployment of an autonomous drive mod Tugger with G&J Pepsi. So they basically are expanding in consumer packaged goods material. I don't see how this news gets people excited. Like, this just seems like some weak news to me, if I'm being honest. It's like one of those like cool story, bro, like PRs. Like, so I'm in it. I like it. The news just seems weak. Fundamental wise, CYN all red, 7 million float. So you don't have to. We're not have to worry about it running on us too hard. Institutional ownership is less than 1%. All right, I like it. The Strange, is that the free version? No, I got the paid version. I like paying for things. Just me trolling myself. The free version is just 15 seconds behind though, so it's not bad. You just can't set like the parameters you want. The reason I like the paid version is because like if you go to the news feed, and again, it's just me sharing because I don't have an affiliate link with it. I just like because it has my like criteria saved, like the market cap. Well, I don't even use that much. I'm not even using price. I thought I was, but like set the market cap I'm interested. Anything over 100 million, I'm not. But I probably should bump that up a little, be honest. I'm gonna bump it up to like 150. I think it's flushing, by the way, because I'm up 180 bucks on it. Again, just playing small because it didn't get to my more size was waiting at 745, but I might even start trimming here. I wanted to get a little higher because this is just like I really I don't see how anybody gets excited about this news. So I'm gonna trim some here in the 680 since we're close to VWAP. But again, like I said, only up about 200 bucks on it because I haven't added a lot of size yet because I was kind of adding in no man's land. But see, sometimes they fell before the level I want to get in at, so that's why I'll slowly scale in, but not much size. So 909 on the morning, 2 plays. Didn't even add too much size, so not bad. But I hope this one bounces because again, this one just feels weak. Let me know if y'all are missing anything, but or if I'm missing anything. Let me know if y'all are missing anything. Let me know if I am missing anything. But it seems weak. Seems weak. Has a level at 692 and VWAP is there. Just reading comments. Flushes after I sold. Yeah, probably got out a tad bit early too. I got in the 680s. This would probably be a good one to enter when money rotates because again, I just don't see people posting moon emojis about this one in Weeble chat just because they have a little whatever. So let's see. What happened to JDZG? Oh, dang. I want to start getting back in this one too. I would have gotten into the 350, so I don't have an order set because it's kind of sketchy having an order set with these Chinese ones. So just in case I missed it. Went ahead and added some here at 345. Small. My size is waiting in the 369. A little at 359 too. So I'll have a sitting order here at 359 and then bigger size 369 and then the biggest size 379. I might split screen these since I'm actively trading both. Totally J money. It might push up there. Totally. Glad y'all understand. And again, I've been CYN was like it's gonna just go away. Like I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if this one just dies. That news again, like, I don't know how you get excited about that news. And again, and it's probably not that bad of a PR, kind of cool accomplishment if you're a small company, but like it's hard to see it like that calls it to rage. But let's see, could be wrong. So getting the 7:30 PRs coming out. Nothing looks that exciting. Still flushing. Oh, CYN. Should have held on to it. But all good. So I'm gonna pull up the top gainers real quick. See if anything's moving. But none of these. Well, what is this? DTIL Precision Bioscience announces late break-in oral presentation. CLC maybe. Decent news. GMPX presents positive preclinical data. That's not moving it. What was it? GMPX. Nope. Nothing. Okay. I'm honestly kind of tempted to add into CYN right here, getting stuck under VWAP. Could be wrong, but it might not even make it back above VWAP. How much is it up right now? Dang, it's only up 20% though. I don't like playing VWAP tests like under 30 or 40%. But I'm gonna try it. I'm in at 672. It's playing like a. I don't think it's going to, and it could. Listen, this is far from an A trade as well. This is maybe a C. It's only up 22%, and I'm playing a VWAP test. So I'm just not adding a lot of size to it. So I'm gonna see if it gets stuck under here. Sorry, I was not looking at the comments. ATON. Oh, Ordo, of course. That's why I got excited. I was like, ooh, Ordo set a level. Let me look at this one. That was a good call, too. NASCAR flat top breakout forming on JDZG. I don't even know what that means, bruh. Probably right, though. Let me Google that. Let me look at that pattern. Flat top breakout is a bullish continuation chart pattern. And I love it. The first thing that pops up is a video of Ross. Flat top breakout pattern. Love it. I brought him up first today. So JDZG, forget how much size I was in on this one, but definitely in the money now. Oh, it's only small though. So CYN is at 690. uh, so I only added 300 shares of CYN at, what was it, 372. So I got more ammunition if it keeps going. Kind of risky playing a VWAP test on it, but let's see what it does. New PR. Let's see if it's anything exciting. Nope. Oh, nice entry on ATON, Ordo. Yeah, and it's somebody said something earlier about, I think a lot of stuff is getting overshadowed by these battery mineral moves. I agree. I avoided them mostly yesterday. I think that's why I had success. Um, if there's a strong theme, we're getting a nice little flush on JDZG. Um, and CYN. Is something else moving? Let me see real quick before I go on this, start talking about this. We're seeing two decent red candles here. ATXS, is this a new one? What is going on with it? We're getting a decent flush on those two plays, guys. I don't know if y'all are in them, but what's going on with ATXS? Is it like a buyout or something? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna leave it alone because I don't feel like digging into where the buyout price is and all that. So, ooh, nice little flush on JDZG. I'm not heavy. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm super heavy on this one. Only in 400 shares, unfortunately. But still up about 140 bucks. I've about made a grand on this play alone. Just little base hits. So what was the comment saying? I appreciate my longs, but it is funny though. It is. You might get me one day, NASCAR. I've been fiending to go long on a position, so maybe I'll find the right one and we can jump in it together and virtually hold hands through it, the process, and walk me through it. Already out of ATON. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably gonna regret JDZG not taking profit or taking profit here because probably gonna keep fading, but your boy is out at 304. So CYN, let's go. Let's go. So I'm down about 160 bucks on it because of my stupid VWAP ad. I knew I shouldn't have done that. But I'm going to add some more here in the 720 range because I like this ticker, guys. I could be wrong. It could rage, but this news just feels weak to me. I don't see how you get excited about this. And again, even if it's crappy news, sometimes they will still run. I'm not saying it can't, but I like my odds on it. So I added a little bit heavier here, just because I got that stupid VWAP entry. So if it gets a little flush, oh, here it is. Here it is. Now I'm basically at break even. Well, I lost it. So my 715 is my average. So if it flushes down a little bit, I'm gonna trim some of my size, get a little bit more manageable, just in case it makes another push up, because I think it will. Here here we go. Okay, got it. So I trim my size down a little bit to a size I'm more comfortable with. So my average is it's kind of hard to tell with TradeZero sometimes, but I think it's around 715-ish now. So if it flushes a VWAP, I'll probably trim some more. But yeah, I'm in a manageable size I like, so that's good. Is it a good idea to short here on CYN after the wick reclaim? Um, I'm playing it, if that means anything. BG, my only L in the past month was long. That's so great, BG, because you were. I appreciate my converted longs. J Money, you just went long last week on the 5,000% runner, but you sold for 20 for 10%, dude. So true, so true. Oh, that one hurt a little bit. That was a direct chat. Oh gosh, y'all are great. So, but that is good insight, CYN. Look at it historically. So let's see, or that was let's see what CYN did last time, but it did have NVIDIA news, you said? Oh yeah, this was a crazy move, whatever this was. Yeah, so it has a history of making some pretty strong moves. Also has a history of diving, because look where that 200 is. Like, look at this chart. It's hideous. Just dives. So back in the money on this one. trim just a couple hundred shares here at 7, and then I'll trim the rest around 680. But definitely feeling much better about it. I was able to get my average up, able to trim some for some profit here at 7. And now I'm only holding a few hundred shares, so if I average back up, I'll have a nice average. Yeah, I trim most of my position, J Money on 7. Agree completely with your plan. That's kind of my plan. Wait, Keeping, don't be bringing up DRUG, NASCAR. That's my biggest loss ever. Keep in mind, drug was up over 2,200 in the last Tuesday after Columbus Day. Yeah, that's the day I lost a lot of money. Yeah, NVA is going nuts. That's why I'm not looking at it. Yeah. Let's see what kind of news we just got. MLSS commits to regaining compliance. Cool. Yeah, TradeZero is liquidating my account because of drug. I was very reckless with that one, but I learned a lot from that play, so I'm glad it happened. I have it taped to my desk, the $76,000 loss I made on it. 75, well, say 75, it was actually 76. 75 just is an easier number to say. But I was trading a lot heavier back then, obviously, because y'all hear I'm in like 500, 1,000 shares these days, 2,000 maybe. Yeah, now they called me. I was like, bro, you owe us 8K. Because I had like, what was that, 67K in the account or something? And then 68, something like that. I needed one of those days though. But you made money on it good. Yeah, no, if you were long, it was a thing tore me up. JDZG's dying. And this is kind of a rough. I mean, P&L doesn't look too bad on the day, but it's CYN's not super exciting. JDZG, unfortunately, I'm not holding anymore, but it's probably about to die off. I will play another VWAP retest on it though, probably. If it wants to come back and test 320, I'll probably enter it. What do you look for when shorting front side? Just a level I like, that's all. I mean, you see, I look at fundamentals, I see the condition of the company, I see historically where it's popped, which levels it respects, and then I just put my positions there. And I size according to my conviction, very discretionary. So again, like even CYN, I have some, and let's see if I got filled again, because I had some orders up here. I did. So back in it. But yeah, so like even with CYN, let's talk about it. So there's some levels here, and I drew it to this previous pop. I'm not super convinced that this is going to cause it to fail. Like, I think it'll give it a little trouble since this was a previous pop, but it's not like as strong as like a, where's, so let's say there's a level where like it's a previous support that's now resistance, where there's like a bunch of candles where it's a clear level that it has struggled with in the past. Like, I like those. This is just the top of a pot previously, so not super convinced that this is going to be the spot it fails at. So I do have some entries here waiting for it. And then same thing here. Like, feel decently confident about this level, but it's not an A++ setup. But when I'm playing front side, I just try to enter at a spot that I think will fail. And again, it is a little bit more dangerous playing front side, but I don't like playing backside as much, waiting for the red candle. I've had the most success just trying to time the top. And then if I'm wrong about this level, the next level is not too far away, so try not to enter my full position immediately. But let's say the next level was all the way up at 10 or something. If this level fails and it keeps running, I'm going to cut my position, then potentially re-add at 10. But because these levels are so close and I'm playing smaller, I'll just add some here if it breaks. Might not even cut, just add a little bit heavier here, depending based on my conviction. So, but yeah, I'm just trying to find key levels. My favorite's the 200 daily SMA. That's my favorite level. And whenever you can time that with like a psychological level, like $10, or if it's another support level at the 200, that's what I consider my A+ setups. Cause like, where is it? ELAT. Let me make sure nothing's running. Like this one that popped this morning at 4 o'clock. If you pull up the daily, you see the 200s right here. And that's basically what it got to and failed. But imagine if this 1716 was $20. That's a psychological level. And then there's also a previous spot where it bounced here and there was support. So that's what an A++ technical setup is for me. I haven't seen a lot of those recently, but let's see what this new news was. The same company, MLSS, they're trying to pump this, but just weak PR after weak PR. That's actually good advice, NASCAR. I know I joke around and troll back and forth with you, but if I do go long, I know you're short bias, but if you were ever going to flip and decide to trade long the day after a 2,000, 5,000% runner is probably the day to do it. That makes a lot of sense. Anyways, added some more with CYN, but this one's trading slow, very slow. Okay, I might get that JDZG VWAP retest. Let's see. If it gets up just a tad bit higher, I'll start scaling into it. Just don't want to get in too early. ULab had no locates at 4 a.m. Dang, Trend Raider. I didn't know that. Yeah, I wasn't playing it, but I like the setup. How it failed here. So I want JDZG just to get up a tiny bit more before I get in the VWAP test. God, I do believe it's just going to fade away, but it is a low float Chinese, so there could be some manipulation behind it. I want to make that very, very clear. But why, J Money? Why will you start incorporating more loans? I'm always about don't break what's not broken, or don't fix what's, yeah, I murdered that. Don't fix what's not broken. Sound like George Bush with these parables. But yeah, don't fix what's not broken. What I mean by George Bush, what did he say that one time? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. But the point of it is, can't fool me twice. Yeah. But anyways, I added just 200 shares of JD's like baby position, tiny, like $600 position at 305. So just want to be in something. I just want to be in if it dies off, just ride it out. CYN is tanking, so sit pretty good with it now. Might take profit here at the 9 because it's kind of been honoring the 9. Have you noticed like this area is kind of riding it up? I'm too busy talking, so I'm about to miss it, but I'm gonna just hold on to it. I'm not in that many position or that big of a position with either one. So CYN, I'm just gonna hold it for now. The only reason I'm considering taking profit here is just because nothing else is moving. But since 8 o'clock is only 4 minutes away, I'm just gonna stay in my CYN position. If it gets to 680-ish, I'll take profit. Um, but I think we'll probably see some money rotation here in a second. Some 8 o'clock PRs. Could be wrong. But I'm only in 500 shares. How about this? I'll trim a couple hundred here at the 9 and then just hold out these other 300. That legit news, DJT. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Obviously, I'm not going to short this one. Why is it not moving? I don't understand anything you're saying, J Money, to be honest. Like, you don't have to play both sides to be profitable, but that's what you want to do. And you also don't see a safe way to short small caps and also reach my ultimate goal of 10K plus a day. Do you think you can do that going long? I mean, you can, but like, I don't really see. I guess I view this a little differently than you. I've done it before. Yeah. I mean, totally. I've had same. I just don't understand, like, yeah, okay. Have you seen correlations with market trends like a bearish market with increased success with the plays you take? Yes, absolutely. I like bearish markets better. Bull markets don't really, it's not like you can't, I mean, obviously, we've been in one. Like, you can definitely make money in bull markets, shorting small caps, but the bear markets, the slow markets, y'all heard me say this, I like it better. But again, this is one of the things I like about these small caps is they don't like entirely follow like the macros, you know what I mean? Like as much as like the large caps do. I like your broche science, J Money. Or you're overthinking it and I've seen you kill it and make $1,000 a day. You just add more size to it. Like, but yeah. Um, so let's see what the news is. We get some, you can see if we get some money rotation. ELAB. But no, I see what you're saying, J Money, but maybe I'm oversimplifying it, but like you just do what you've been doing, add size, have good risk management. That's you know. I see how you trade, J Money. I'm not surprised. You be you be stressing me out sometimes, but you always figure out a way to bring it back green. Got my top gainers pulled up, seeing if I can see anything. Now you could trade with J Money. You get your we all get ourselves in pickles sometimes, but it's a skill set to be able to get out of it though. It's a double-edged sword though, because even with myself, I know how to get myself out of sticky situations, so I allow myself to get in them sometimes, but not as much as I used to. J Money, what was that one you hit $1,000 on yesterday? Cause I saw you had a pretty good day, but it was all in one play. I'm adding here to JDZG, FYI. I know you didn't trade much yesterday, so I added a little here. And if we break over this candle right here, I'll probably, if we hold over 332, I'll probably cut this VWAP test. Let me know if I'm missing anything. I hate I miss Ordo's ATON. What did that end up happening to it? That was a good clean flush. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still not seeing much on my top gainers. Another slow day. Another slow day. It's crazy how some days it's just like I'm like stressing because there's so many tickers that are running. And like today, I've been trading the same two for the last hour. But yeah, to go back to the markets I like the hot markets, actually I don't do as good in them. But they are more fun to play whenever like there's a bunch of things running. But I actually do better in the slower markets like this when there's not as much moving. I'm not really sure why. I think because I used to not have the best risk management. So if it's hot, they would run harder. So I would get myself in like stickier situations. Last year, my win rate was over 90%. This year, it's like 80%, which I actually prefer because that tells me I'm like stopping out of positions quicker. So JDZG getting a little bit of a fail here, it looks like. I added at VWAP, so sitting pretty good in it. But I'm just going to let it. I don't plan on taking profit. I mean, I will at some point, but like, I'm not trying to take profit quick on it. So I'm going to see if it fades harder. CYN. I'm going to go ahead and trim the rest of my position here at 6.9. Well, it's going, yeah, 685. I'm going to get out here and hold just a couple hundred shares. Let's go. J Money, stick to going long or stick to going short. What was your over here saying you, bro, you making $1,000 a day and say that you want to go long so you can make 10K a day. What'd you say about CYN? That was a good spot to go long. It's flushing. Stick to shorting, bro. Stick to shorting. You shorting. Yeah, but you don't put yourself to get Jesus Christ. Yeah, but so nobody knows my net worth, but I can promise you on this call, but I can promise you how much I have my broker is less than 5% of my net worth. So no matter what happens with that ticker, it's not going to take me out of the game. You just don't put yourself in those situations. Like everybody makes shorting, like again, shorting is high risk, yes, but one play, if you're reckless, you don't have your net worth in your brokerage account, but I could have all my brokerage accounts blow up and then like I'm still okay. So, and if you have a like TradeZero will liquidate you, I was actually surprised I owed them money, but it was because it was halting. It was trouble getting out. But yeah, again, if you don't, the best thing about it is NASCAR, I'm done trying to convince people. So if you think it's scary and you're going to focus on the complete outlier to not short, then just do it, bro. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Scared money don't make money. So if that's what you're focusing on, yeah, I wouldn't do it if I was you, bro, because you're already too scared. Yeah, Jelani, that's a good way to put it. It's not for the faint of heart. So if you're focused on that one outlier, then stay away because you'll probably attract it. JDZG is a nice little flush here. Let's see if it breaks a new low. But again, shorting small caps is very, very risky. Very risky. But again, just don't put yourself, even in life, it's a life lesson. Just don't put yourself in a situation where one thing could go bad and your life's ruined. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I try not to do. And y'all know my strategy. I don't ever have more than 50K in my brokers because that's my next level of backup. So I know some people have 100K, 200K, 300K, 400K, $1 million accounts. No, I'm not doing that because I don't want there to be an opportunity that I make a bonehead decision, like you were saying, NASCAR, get in one bad play, and then literally everything I've worked for is gone. So don't put yourself in those situations. UGRO, 54 cents. Oops. I'm going to try to get I'm not looking at the comments, but good call, whoever called this one out. I'll play the 200 right here. You're probably right. Well, I'll get back into that in a second. So I haven't actually entered this one yet. I want to see how it responds around. Let's see. Let me pull up the news. I might get a little starter here. Yeah, I got me a little starter, but let me see what the news is. UGR. Oh, I don't even see any new news. Maybe I'm missing it. Let's see. What do y'all see the news? I don't know, but I'm in it, so maybe we'll get a flush. Are we curious to know what the money rotation's doing? Not too much. I'll catch up with comments in a little bit. There's all kind of things I want to respond to. Up a couple hundred on JDZG, but I really want it to make like its next leg down. So let's draw on some charts for UGRO. What levels are y'all seeing? I cheat off y'all. I'm not really that good of a trader. I just get on live so y'all can tell me what's moving and what levels to play. So there's a little bit of congestion all the way up here till 79 cents. But I'm going to play this 200. I didn't even draw it on the chart. Because again, for y'all, this is actually a good example. I like the 200, but a lot of times they don't fail exactly at it like this. They'll struggle around it for a little bit, and then they'll end up like for example, I think in the next 1 minute and 40 seconds, there's a good chance it doesn't hold above this level. If it does, there's a better chance that it's not going to hold this level. There's a good chance it's probably going to push up to the next level, but I'm in it. 2,000 shares. Only up like 60 bucks on it now, nothing crazy. But if it flushes, that'll be nice. So it's merger news. merger news is tricky because sometimes it will run, and depending on what like the terms are. So I actually trimmed a little here at VWAP at 52 cents even, or let's see, yeah, basically even 52 cents even. And then I'm gonna hold on to the other 1,000. I might get out here at, well, now it's pushing back up. So now I'm still in 1,000 shares. Still holding on to JDZG. I think there's still a good chance it'll make its next leg down, but it is kind of forming a little base here at this level. I'm up 188 on it. Nothing crazy because again, I haven't seen that A plus setup today. I haven't seen it in a while, to be honest. So still trading kind of small with these. SSKN. Nice little pop here. We got all kind of levels in the past I've drawn. We're pushing up to $2 now. The 200 for this one is at, dang, it's already flushed back down. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm gonna focus on this play. Okay, here we go. UGRO. This 50 cents level will be key. So I might trim a little bit more here. Or should I wait for the flush? Should have trimmed there at 50 cents, but I wasn't watching. All right, so I'm not really interested in SSKN, to be honest. So I'm already in UGRO and JDZG, so I'm just going to focus on these, and I'll catch up to the comments. It's strange. I'm scared, but I still do it. I just moved to Thailand. So, hi Bo. Since you trade mostly from your phone, entirely from my phone, guess you do not care that much about level 2 and time and sales, right? No, I don't. But I do think there's an edge there. So I'll preface it saying this. I think I'm at a disadvantage the way I do it. I'm just used to doing it this way, trading on my mobile, but I don't think I have an advantage doing it this way. And if I was to incorporate something else into my strategy, it would be level 2 for sure. So, yeah, I think there's something to level 2 for sure. It's just I can't view it on my phone. And it's just like it's one of those things like with trading, it's just like stacking things to confirm your thesis. So I can get away with not using level 2, but I think if I use level 2, it'd make me a better trader. So if that makes sense. Delaney Bell, if you want to get paid consistently on a daily basis, shorting is the way, but you need massive discipline. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I'm just interested in P&L charts of shorts versus long, NASCAR. Which type of traders are more prone to that one-day death count? It probably is shorting. Yeah, shorting is probably easier to blow up because you can exceed your position and losses. So I will agree with you on that one, NASCAR. I think shorting. So this is how I put it, or actually how Jelani put it. Shorting is like I consistently make $1,000 to $3,000 a day, not even like stressing that hard. I'm not even trading big size. Y'all see what I'm trading. So I think you can make more consistent money with shorts if you have a good strategy. But if you're reckless, you're also prone to the bigger blow ups. That's why I was just joking and said scared money don't make money. Like it's true. Like if if you're scared about shorting, then I don't recommend doing it because you already got the wrong mindset. You're going to blow up. But yeah, I do think shorts are, because it happened to me. Like I don't hide my story. I told you I lost 75K in one position once, but I made hundreds of thousands of dollars that year, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. I would have made over 500K last year, you know, if I didn't have that crazy week where I lost 25K, 100K, or yeah, 25K and 75K that week. Jelani Bell, but that was with my personal account too. So again, that I only created the Bear Wall Street June of last year. Um, let's see. NASCAR. I am a profitable trader. Good, good, good. Not Ross Cameron. Don't compare yourself to Ross. But I see what you're saying, but don't compare yourself to Ross. He's an outlier. But he has an insanely unfair advantage in anything we jump into his followers jump in with him. NASCAR week, agree finally. Let's go. Uh and then J Money. Here he goes, defending Ross, acting like having a million followers is not an advantage. Um, let's see. Looking for the death of CYN. Yeah, no, it's looking weak here. Looking weak. Yeah, and y'all know my opinion about this news if y'all were on the entire live stream. I think CYN's news is trash. But again, it could be trash and still pump. And CYN's not honestly not even up that much, so maybe this 23% gain is appropriate. It's not up 100 plus percent. I would be very interested in it then. What's UGRO doing? Oh, let's go. I'm glad I got distracted. This thing just tanked. I'm trimming here at 50 cents. I'm actually gonna get out here. I'm out. T-Mac. Oh, you own one today, my boy. Oh, SSKN almost at 200. Thanks for the heads up. I got distracted with this one. I'm laughing at J Money's comments. Boy's wild. JDZG. I'm ready for it to make that next move down. I don't know if it's going to, so hopefully it doesn't bounce off the 20. Yeah, I want to see SSKN get up a little bit more. in the meantime, let me look up the news so I can build some confidence in this play. SSKN. 3 million float. I like that. Low institutional ownership, American company, overall offering risk high. Okay, there's a lot of things I like about it. So what's the news? Demonstrates promising results in treating rare variant lymphoma. And again, like with this news, so let's just say best case scenario. This is the next groundbreaking drug. Okay. It literally says rare. So I notice a lot of traders is like, oh, this rare disease is going to like fix. It's like rare diseases, a drug for rare diseases is like a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, it's cool that it can fix something that very many things can't, but if it's rare, just think of it as like a business. How many people is going to be using it then? How rare is it? Is only 1 out of 10 million people have that? 1 million people? Like, you want to launch a drug to the market like Ozempic, where everybody and their mama wants it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like having a small base of clients is going to be able to use, or customers is going to be able to buy that drug or product or whatever it is not a good thing. You want to appeal to the mass. So again, they could just charge a lot for it and take advantage of interest. Yes, but like a rare disease drug doesn't really, I'd be more concerned if it was the next best drug for diabetes or CHF or whatever. I don't know if that makes sense, but like the customer base for rare disease is cool. Like if they actually make progress with it. But again, if it's a rare disease, so here we go. SSKN's pushing up. Something else is apparently running, whatever that was. Oh no, it was JDZG. It's still fading though, I think. Oh, good. Yeah, I think it's about to die. So I got my locates for SSKN. Still not in it yet. I'm getting close to getting in it, but I'm still not in it yet. I want to see it push a little bit more. Oh, let's go. I'm banking on this one now. Look, patience paid off with JDZN. Let's go. Oh, it's dying now. I'm up 400 bucks on it. I'm only in 1,000 shares. It's SKN. I don't know if it's. Let's see if it gets to my level. I'm having a good morning. So where am I? Yeah, having a good morning. So I'm not going to jump in it and risk messing up my morning. But so I'm still not in it. SSKN might be a god, sir. What do you mean? Elaborate. What is God with two D's? Jesus is my God, Riddick. What do you mean, GODD? And sir, this has to flush without me. I'm out of CYN. You meant to spell trash. Oh, CYN. All my homies on here. What were y'all? Who was it that was saying that? T Mac? Who was that? Or BG that was still waiting for it to flush? Good job, BG, for holding. Similar to how I am with JDZG. We get, and again, guys, and I talked about this on the Friendly Bear podcast that I was on yesterday. I talked about this exact thing because he doesn't play pre-market, and I told him how like the 7:30 a.m. trades are gold because money just eventually rotates away from them. I have a little segment about that. Um, and I think he does occasionally. And he's actually made some decent money back in the day trading pre-market, but I don't think he does a lot of it now. But yeah, these 7:30 plays eventually, again, nothing's set in stone because that's trading. If it was set in stone, we wouldn't have an edge anymore and everybody would be doing it. But these 7:30 pops, they eventually fade away a lot of times. Money rotates away from them. Let's go, T Mac. Still in it. Oh, a God short into resistance. Oh, SIR, short into resistance. Got it, got it. I think you still mean good. But no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Jelani still in CYN from 7:30. Let's go. Yeah, Jelani, I'm curious to know, you're one of the newer traders in the Discord, and thank you for being a part of it. Um, but you came in already, like your first day, knocking out four figures. So I'm curious to know your style. We have our end of month call every month, and I always like hearing when the new traders are on, hearing how their edge is, because it sounds like you already have a decent edge coming to the group, already knocking out four-figure days. And I mean, I know we all trade similar, but we all have a little different edge. Nobody's hating on Ross J Money. Let's see. Bear only knows a few stop turns. That's short here, short there, and I hate Ross. God, you're a troll. Yeah, cool. Yeah, and obviously you don't have to share your secrets, but I am curious if how much similar or different your strategy is than how we most of us trade. We all do it a little differently though in the group, but that's what makes it kind of exciting. What happened to SSKN? I'm talking too much. I never made it up there, did it? I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. But yeah, that's what it's the thing I appreciate about the group though. We got a lot of different walks of lives. New traders, successful traders. People like Ordo, I don't know if you still on. Dude's been trading for like 15 plus years. Then got Colin, who was on a 62-day win streak. Good stuff. Would your strategy happen to incorporate moving averages? J Money's trolling as usual, bro. Let's see. AREC? AREC. Not too interested in this one. What was the other one? OSRH. OSRH. Okay, a little pop here. What's the news with this one? OSRH. 7 million float. Operates as a blank check company. Oh, there it is. I had my order waiting, so I got filled. 239, 1,000 shares, or is it 1,000? Yeah, it is 1,000. So I'm in 1,000 shares, 239 SSKN. There we go. I'm already up a little bit on it. Let's see if it flushes. I think OSRH is a solid play, but I'm already in a couple tickers, so I'm just going to focus on SSKN. It's at a level I like a little bit better. Yeah, J Money, I know you're kind of joking about it, but that's why I like long traders that's converted to shorts, because you do think understanding the psychology of longs is huge. So I know you're kind of making a joke, but like I think there's some truth to what you're saying. I find it very easy to understand the emotions of a long because I used to be balled up in a corner as a long trader. Like I get that life. Oh, let's go. We get to 210-ish, 215-ish. I might go ahead and start trimming a little. Oh, let's go. We rich over here if y'all play that level. All right. I am out made. Again, not super heavy. That's the one I should have went heavier on. Again, that's not wouldn't say it's an A plus setup, but a little disappointed I only added 1,000 shares. Made 260 on it. I'm already out. Got out at like 213. Played it from 239 to 213. 1,000 shares, roughly 260 bucks on it, but probably should have went a little heavier. Because I still wouldn't say that's an A plus setup, but it was one of my favorite setups because the pivot was right there above it. There's some previous pops to this level. So I probably that should have been the one I went a little heavier on, to be honest, but I didn't. Dang, you can get shares on SSKN? Yeah, I do agree. Most longs get cooked daily. There's no doubt about it. But again, I'm not trying to throw too much shade at longs because the successful longs are better traders than me because I think shorting is easier, not easy, easier. And again, I'm always talking about myself, so it's easier for me. Um, I tried to be a successful long trader and I wasn't. So I look up to people who are successful long traders because I couldn't figure it out. Nice call on OSR8, even though I didn't play it. Got a little flush on it. If SSKN comes back to 239, I might add a couple thousand shares this time. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And it'll break it this time. So I added 500 shares at 231. Not really sure why I got in early, but I did because I got some more shares. And then I got 2,000 shares waiting at 239. I had a feeling it wasn't going to make it back up there. Got a little greedy, got in at 231. I mean, I'm in the money now, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a full retest at that 240 level. J Money, when you get a legit broker, you're not gonna know what to do with all the money you make. Over here talking about going long again. Let's see if I get filled. We're getting close. No, I didn't get. Got up to 237, and my first 1,000 was waiting at 230. What was it? 238. I got 1,000. 239. I got 1,000. It might not get filled. Let's see. But I'm in 500 shares. So I wanted to add a couple thousand to it. What happened to JDZG? So it made its next. It's funny because they're CYN and JDZG is kind of trading somewhat similarly. They're just slowly fading away. You can tell these people are losing interest. A little bit of selling pressure on them. They're kind of just fading away. SSKN. Let's see. What was the float on this one again? SSKN. 3.6. Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna confirm on FinViz just in case, since I'm trading it a little bit heavier. 3.3 institution. Don't like that it says institutions 30% ownership. It's not insanely high, but it's solid. It's solid. So yeah, J Money, reading your last comment. That's a good way to be. And that's why as I mature as a trader, I try to only add size to like my A plus setups because I used to be bad about I'm gonna get it got to 237 and it failed. Get my 238 fill, please. Okay, good. Here we go. Now the fun starts. So now, since I am in a little bit heavier, if it goes against me, I got to be ready to cut if needed. But yeah, what I was saying was, um, that's kind of how I try to protect myself shorting, because I've had, decent success over the years, but um, I try not to put myself in situations where I can take a big loss anymore. So I only size up for like the A plus setups. And this one isn't even an A plus setup, but I'm really not that heavy. Like if I get fully filled, it'd only be like a 5K position roughly. So up about 300 bucks on it now. If it gets a little bit lower, I'll take profits. Okay, trimmed a little here at 222. The reason why I went ahead and took some profit here is because this last candle came down to like, what was it, 222? Yeah, so I went ahead and took some profit there just in case I wanted to bounce there. The longer it hangs out up here, the least confident I'm getting with it. I would like to see it just flush and go away. Now, I do like that these 5-minute candles, so I'll tell you what I like about it. 5-minute candles, lower, lower, lower. But again, the longer it hangs out at this level, the least confident I want to get. I want it to touch these levels and then just die, go away. So I don't know if that's going to require money rotation away, some more news coming out. Dang, look at OSRH. Good call. Should have been playing that one instead of SSKN. Well, it probably wasn't up that much for me, was it? Now that I look at it, it's only up, but regardless. Main attention's on SSKN here. GDTC. Somebody, or Alexandru said that. GDTC. We're getting a little move here. I'll keep an eye on it. SSKN, probably going to trim a little bit more here at VWAP. And I'm probably going to trim some more here at 2. Oh, yeah, we're flushing. So I'm actually out of it. I might miss the big move, but I actually did pretty good on it. JDZG is still fading. Let's go. Let's go. Breaking a new low, 258 here. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not really that interested in GDTC. Maybe because it just doesn't look like it's up very much. How much is GDTC though? 16% right now. I know when it was up here, it's probably more, but not too interested in it. But if you got in it, Alexandria, it flushed. Doesn't look very liquid. Yeah, only 600,000 shares have been traded on it. Yeah, it looks a little illiquid. Anyways, let's see what. So, Riddick, how could institutional ownership affect? So, yeah, I'm not an expert about at this, but so if the float's small and there's high institutional ownership, it makes the float a little tighter, you know? So let's say 30% is owned by institutions. That means the float we're seeing um, might not be entirely accurate, and just the behaviors of institutions. So, um, which means, you know, there could be price manipulation, things like that. So just imagine if institutions own 30% of it. Or let's just give an example where they own like 50, 60% of it. They can manipulate that stock if they want to. So if a lot of institutions are in that ticker, for example, and if they want it up or if they want it down or if they want it to do whatever, you have a lot of control of that ticker if you hold a big position. So it's just easier to manipulate it. So I like seeing under 20% institutional ownership personally. And but I'll trade whatever this one was. I already forgot, like 30%. But again, it's just, and it also, if institutions hold a big position, it's also confirming that it might actually be a decent company too. Because I like to short the crappy companies. The ones that I know are just going to dilute, offering, whatever. So I guess that's the three main points. If the institutional ownership's high, there's a chance that it's a decent ticker. Two, if you own a big amount of the float, a large amount of the float, you can manipulate the ticker in ways that we don't know. And three, it's just it locks up the float. Appreciate it, Ordo. Means a lot coming from you, bro. Um, JDZG. Do you follow NVA? What is the ticker? Yeah. No, I haven't been keeping up with it because I don't want, because y'all will sometimes y'all throw it in my face if I go back on my word, but I'm not saying I'm not going to play these critical minerals EV batteries plays, but right now they have momentum, so I'm relatively staying, you know, I'm staying away from them for the most part. And I think Moon's pumping this one. So like, and again, look at all these plays that have been like all the, and again, not trying to pump myself, but if you just were on the live stream and just playing the ones I played, like look at this, JDZG, we would have killed this one, CYN killed this one, SSKN killed this one, like, so there's just no reason to try to, I guess, fight that theme, if that makes sense. I'll just play everything else. Because a lot of short sellers that blow up, they're trying to short the biggest gainer on the day. You know what I mean? Like, and I was susceptible to that too. Like the one that's up 3, 4, 500, 600,000%. But usually those are the ones that are dangerous. So I like to focus on the ones that's not getting as much attention, if that makes sense. This one is dodgy, low volume, sketchy. Yeah. Still holding JDZG. I'm actually proud of myself for holding this one because I like to take profits too quick sometimes. But up 2K on the morning, guys. Pretty easy, not leveraging too much. I shouldn't say easy. I'm gonna get in trouble saying it. Not easy, but it was an easier morning for me. Let's just say that. Not too stressful. Nothing went against me. So counting my blessings. So do you focus on mean reversal or momentum mostly? I'm trying to hear how to answer this. Again, I'm not professionally trained. I don't use a lot of indicators. I don't really know what I focus on. I like seeing a lot of green like one or two strong moves up, look like it's exhausted around a key level, enter it, and I try to catch the fade. That's the best way I can summarize it. In pre-market, I'm looking for excessive moves on questionable companies around key levels I can enter to try to catch the fade. So I don't know if that's mean reversal. I don't know if that's momentum, but that's how I trade these. Yeah, no, that's a good question, Riddick. So what's an A++ setup? So SSKN, I say this was probably a B+A setup for me. So what's the A+ setup? So let's look at the daily. So you see how we had this 200 right here, the 200 SMA. That's like my favorite entry criteria. So that already I like. Then let's pretend like there was already a lot of, so see how this candle spiked up right here? So imagine there was like 3 or 4 of those candle spikes right here. That tells me that there's a level here that everyone's acknowledging. And now let's imagine there's some support right here. So there's a lot of candles that have previously popped here, and they use this for support. So I'm just looking for very, very strong like support resistance levels that I know everyone is going to acknowledge. So the more I can stack, so imagine this was at $3 too, or $5. So that's a psychological level. So I would say an A+ setup is something that's at a psychological level like 5 or 10 or $1. A 200 SMA is close by. There's previous pops that's acknowledged that level. And if we pull up the fundamentals, all red, and the news is weak. That's the A++ setup. That's the ones that I go heavier on. This one was still a good setup. That's why I went, a couple thousand shares this time. But yeah, just the more wins I can stack, the better, if that makes sense. That's mean reversion. Okay, cool. Umar, I don't want to mispronounce your name, but got it. So then I'm into mean reversals. And also when they approach the 200, I like to see it in like a few candles, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This isn't bad, but my favorite is like, imagine this candle in one candle, maybe 2 candles got to this level. Because I've noticed, and it's not set in stone, just like with everything with trading, I notice when it makes strong moves to the 200, it usually tends to fail. But if it like slowly grinds up over like 10, 20, 30 candles and it gets there, it still sometimes fail, but it seems like it has a better chance of breaking it whenever it's like a slow grind towards like key levels. But I like the intense moves to the levels, hesitates around that level, acknowledges it, then fails, if that makes sense. But again, like I said, I'm not like professionally trained, so I'm just sharing you how I see this. So are you looking for a percent gain before you get out on a trade, or just following your feelings? I don't know if I would say following my feelings. That makes it sound, I'm just playing the levels. I'm not looking at percentage. So I don't care if it's a 10% gain or a 20% gain. I'm kind of just reading what the chart's telling me. So I'll usually get out at VWAP, whether it's a trim, whether it gets out my full position, whatever. So I'm not focused on, I want to make $100 on this play, or I want to make 10% on this play. I'm playing what the chart's giving me. So if VWAP's here, I'll probably trim some here. But like JDZG, for example, I don't have a percentage I want to win here. I'm just going to try to let it fade till I hop off the live stream, if that makes sense. So speaking of that, it's almost 9 o'clock. I didn't realize that because I'm in a different time zone now in LA. So I'm probably going to close this one soon. So yeah, I don't really, I take profit based on what the chart's telling me. I don't really have a set amount. Because like, for example, if this starts reversing, I might get out of it. But if it keeps fading, I might hold it. So I'm just playing what the candles are showing me. But it's 9 o'clock, guys. So I'm going to see if there's any interesting PRs that come out in the next minute. But I probably will wrap up soon. My wife's alarm's going off. But yes, a little over 2K on the morning. So again, didn't trade too heavy. Pretty good morning. Pretty solid morning so far. So thank y'all for hopping on. I'm going to see if there's any pumps here at 9. See if we get any breaking news. Let's go to the news feed. BOXL regains compliance. Might move it. Anyways, okay, cool. Yeah, there's a decent amount of PRs, so let's see the top gainer, see if anything's moving. I'm not really seeing much. Oh, SSKN. Do I play it one more time? Probably not a bad level to enter, but I might wait, see if it pushes up a little bit more. I think it's going to fail here, but again, I'm up 2K. That's kind of the number I like to hit on the day. I'm not going to like force myself to take trades intraday that way. Nice, thanks. 7 short paper trades, all winners. Am I short now? I think you are. I think that qualifies you as a short. Go swim. Anything over 5 is automatic conversion to shorts. A lot of PRs are coming out, but I'm not really seeing it affect. I'm not really seeing anything moving. But on that note, guys, I'm probably going to wrap up here. And I know a lot of y'all are already in the Discord. I do have a free trial. I have all my playbooks there as well. Even if you don't want to join, feel free to steal my playbooks because y'all see mostly the pre-market. I have end-of-day fades I trade. I have intraday styles that I trade. So I share all those playbooks in the Discord. And the best part's the community. So if you want to join, I have a free trial. Thanks for hitting the like and subscribing, and I will be here. So I'm flying out tonight at 10 p.m. So I don't know if I will be on live tomorrow. I'm headed back home If you're in the Discord, I'll keep y'all updated. This SSKN is looking tempting, but I might pass on it. But here it is, putting it on y'all's radar. And I will see y'all next time. Thanks.